Welcome. Next stop, the Fashion Bunker. Please sit back, relax and enjoy your journey.
Hello? Hello, everybody. Peace, 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 peace. Welcome to the prehistoric jungle. Welcome. Pow, 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 pow. Welcome, everybody. How's it going, sweetie darling? Hello, Cherie. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Ann. Hello, Nettie. Hello, Farinalda. Hello, Donna Bress. Gloria Recinos, Aisha, Ollie, Jacob, Brittany Heavenly 7, Despina, Fairy Dust, AS, or as, AS King, Julian, Realness, love it. Hey, Han, hey, Louis, hey, Katie, hi, everybody. Ciao, let me tell ya, we're in a forest. We got stuff to talk about, and we're going to get to it. Oh, yeah. The crop is ready. You best believe. Despina says, love your makeup day. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. My feed is slow as something. Oh, really, Sherry? Is anybody else's feed lagging? Like the background in the fisherman story, says Andrea. Yes. And the little fish. I'm the little fish. Or am I the fisherman? We don't know. But, hey... You look gorgeous. Thank you, Farinalda. Han says hello to Spina. Oh, cute. Everybody's saying hi to everybody else. Hey, there was this one comment. What was that about? Hey, Victor. Yes, Jungle King. How's it going? You got, hey, Katie Brown. Hey. Feed is fine here, says Han. Oh, thanks. Yeah. The fluffy coat. Loves that. It's such a moment. Prehistoric vibes, darling. Cave people, darling. Sweetie, darling. Feed is no somebody up in the chat. Who was that person? Let me go up. What you want, girl? No, not so up. Just a little bit. Happy Saturday to you too, Brittany Heavenly. A little bit more. There's this new person. There. Merida. What does that mean? Can somebody explain what does this mean? Merida. The Disney princess, Merida. Ella Sinnott dropped other video to be here. Now, someone has had enough of them or another desperate search for attention because dressing badly won't do it anymore. We'll go. What does that even mean? Listen, let me sip my coffee. Listen, it's cold out here in the jungle. Merida. Okay. See, silent luxury. Scottish for Margaret. Love it, Merida. Oh, you're talking about the Kardashians? Oh, Merida. Yes. Okay. So if your comment was about the Kardashians, boy, listen, I mean, can we talk for just a second here? I just want to know, seriously, like honestly. Ash Brown. Oh, wait, hold on.
$2 super chef fromage brown.
Oh, sweet. Thank you so much, Ash Brown, for the super chat. Oh my God, we got to change Bubbles' voice because we're still in fashion. Bubbles is still in Paris, you guys. Jacob is lost in romantic oil painting. No, who has had enough of the Kardashians? I know you're going to say, oh yeah, scan to tip the caveman. Thank you. Who said that? Okay, so first of all, I know you're going to say, wait, but then don't talk about them. Like, why are we giving them attention? But honestly, because I want to know. That's why we're talking about them. One thing I want to know is like, are we like fed up with them, or is it still our guilty pleasure to watch the TV show that is now on the Disney Channel. Where are they now? I don't know. But is it still our guilty pleasure to watch like the Kardashians, or are we really done with them? And I'm asking you this because maybe we should do a poll, because I want to know, because like if we're really done with them, then people are going to stop talking about them, because also Vogue is doing something, right? Anna Wintour is up to something, and we're going to get to it because it's a story. It's a story. It's a story. It's a story. All right, Gloria, let's do a poll. Okay, so the poll is, are we... Oh no, let's make it more sneaky, the question, more psychologically intriguing. Is watching the Kardashians still our guilty pleasure? Okay, are we done with the Kardashians? Yes or no? All right. No psychological complications. So, I'm going to ask you guys now, I'm posting the poll. I don't know what a third option could be. There you go. Okay, you guys, the poll has been posted. Are we done with the Kardashians? Yes or no? And let's see what you guys answer, because then the poll is going to be connected also to the topic that we're going to do, because y'all, like, you know what I mean? It's like, do we really care anymore? Rachel says they are reality celebrities like Paris Hilton. I don't mind them. I usually don't pay attention. But you see, but Paris is not so... I think Paris Hilton is more like... I don't know what insect to compare her to.
Very sexy.
Like the Kardashians are more like a fly. You know how a fly is when a fly flies into the house for some awkward reason. And I'm sure there's some scientific explanation for all of this, but I just don't know what it is. The fly tends to always circle in the same circle. And I'm like, there's the window. It's open. You can just fly out. Why, oh why do you choose instead to circle in the center of the room and annoy me? Just get the windows open. Girl, just fly up. No. That you see, that's what the Kardashians are. It feels like they're always there. Like they're just... Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? While Paris Hilton, she's there, but she's not so penetrating like they are. You know what I mean? She's not a fly. She's... I want to say... I don't know. She's less triggering. That's also true, Gloria. She's less triggering, but she's also like more of like a... I want to say Ladybug.
Oh my God.
Ladybug, a butterfly. I don't know. Andrea says, can't have more votes than thumbs up. Oh, Katie. Thank you so much, my love. Thanks for donating. Thank you for donating to the caveman that is I. Oh, also, thank you, Katie. And yes, whoever said there, oh, Andy. Thank you, Andy. Like, how can there be more votes than thumbs up? Please, I always forget to say this, but thank you for reminding me. Thumb up the live stream. It really means a lot, because if we thumb up the live stream, YouTube pushes it to more people. Otherwise, YouTube thinks nobody likes the live stream, so let's not even recommend it to new viewers. We got 62 likes, and we got 72 votes in the poll. You guys, you're shady. You're shady. You prefer... You see you see how popular the Kardashians are? They make you giddy, and you wanna... Han Solo, thank you so much.
Anne-Bas Solo 2001 donate $25. Wonderful to have you in our life. Ferret Stéan. Love love from Austria. XOXO.
Merci beaucoup. Papa Cherry, yes, Queen, yes. Thank you, guys. If you wish to tip your caveman, it's right down here. Thank you so much. So, like the poll, like you're clicking on the Kardashian poll and you're voting, but you can't thumb up the video. Seriously? You're my people. You're so shady. I can't with y'all. It's so shady. Oh my God. Get your merch. www.subadegam.com. Look at this glasslet. Look at that. Look at it go. So, Rachel says the Kardashians have done a lot to expand diversity in beauty standards, which is great. Well, they expanded the butts. That's for sure. Then they kind of now made them smaller again, right? While Madonna is expanding hers. Madonna's another cup of tea. Diverse beauty standards? What? Says Pieces of Cara. Hi, Pieces of Cara, by the way. Welcome, sweetie. Oh, hi, BB. Hi, Kari. Oh, Katie. Thank you so much.
Katie donated $20. Thank you for making Saturdays so fun. I love my new Journey t-shirt so much.
Oh, thank you so much. You got the Journey t-shirt? Oh, big heart for you. And pop that cherry. Pop that cherry, girl. Yes, queen. Oh, I love the Journey t-shirts too. I mean, and the sweatshirts, the whole shebang. I really, really, really love them. Also, to note, I have I designed it that way so that the text is very high up here, because usually what people do as a mistake when they do t-shirt designs, they do the print very, very low, which is not good. Like, no matter if you have, you know, a bigger bosom or smaller bosom, or if you're taller or shorter, it's always, always good. And this is something, by the way, take note. This is something that Vivienne Westwood taught me. I'm not going to cry, but thank you, Vivienne. Yes, she always said, always the print as high as possible. It's the most aesthetical that way on t-shirts and on crew necks. So I've designed it that way so that the text is as high as it can be, as high as the printer allows it to be. So, yeah, that was Viv for you. That was Viv. Hey, Madame Pomme Rose, if by expanding you mean stole ideas from less known artists and sold as their own, then yes, they expanded their ideas from diverse people. Oh, Madame. Psst. Sheridan F. I'm hearting the Renaissance caveman. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thumb up the live stream, y'all. Also, oh, wait, are we closing the poll or are people still voting? Let's get to 100 likes, you guys. We're like 200 people watching and we're like at 87 thumbs up. Come on, we can do better. Zoom better. You know, you can zoom better. Hey, Atelier Paul. They market their kids. That's so sad. Atelier Paul, I saw you commenting on Maria Draganova's video in Paris. I've been in the comment section. Somebody has been active. I have eyes everywhere. These caveman eyes see everything. The second she uploaded that video, you best believe I watched it. I was like, Maria Draganova. Yes, Queen, we're at 101 likes. Oh, we can do 150. We're like 200 people watching. We can do 150 likes. Come on. Don't make me beg, because you know I will, because I'm shameless that way. So with the poll, we can keep the poll going a little bit. You know what I mean? We can keep it going, you guys. Answer the poll, thumb up the live stream, keeping you a little active here. Maria Draganova, luxury YouTuber, by the way. Shout out to you, Maria. I'm telling you, no shade, because no shade. I'm telling you, you can think what you want about the lady, but she broke the mold for us little luxury YouTubers. And by that, I don't mean the resellers, you know what I mean? No, they're not those. I'm talking us luxury YouTubers. She's the first one to get invited to a Chanel show. And John Morgan, thank Thank you so much, sweetie.
Roemer donated $6. Started a new subscriber and quickly became a fan.
Oh, thank you so much. I love the question mark. I think you did. Boo, Papa Cherry. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. Listen, I want to say I'm really proud of her. I know this sounds really weird because, it's like, whatever. You can think what you want about the lady, but I'm like, she was so happy to be there. I felt that joy. I really did. And you guys, I'm that sarcastic person who's going to be, I'm going to be that person that's going to be like, ugh, whatever. But I really, really felt happiness. She was so happy to be there in the hotel to get the little signed card by Bruno Pavlovsky. And to get the makeup gifts and then, the car picking her up to take her to the show. And then she was excited to film the show. And I mean, she was so excited that she actually said she's going to pre-order some pieces from that ugly ass collection. Chanel Fall Winter 2023, girl. But I get it. You're so happy and grateful that you're there that you end up being like, oh my God, I'll be even more devoted to the brand. And I get it. But she really loves that brand, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, really. I don't know. I was so happy for her. I was really, really happy for her. And she broke the mold. She's the first luxury YouTube from our category that made it, invited to the Chanel show. And she said she was the only one invited from her boutique, by the way. And she also said they don't know that she's an influencer, so they put her with the clients, which is also really interesting because I think they do know. I mean, come on. They know. They're going to have some marketing team check, through YouTube and see who's posting what. They want to keep informed, even though Chanel is super shady and they blocked comments under their video, right? Because if you go to the Chanel YouTube channel and you want to watch their latest collection, the Camellia Fall Winter 2023 collection, you can't post a comment. They don't want comments under their video. You know what I mean? But I'm sure they're checking, okay, who's making videos about them and stuff. And I don't know, there was something so innocent and honest about Maria's video about how she portrayed herself, and there was something really innocent and sweet about it. I'm not gonna lie, she won me over with that video. Not gonna lie. There was you are, of course, not to forget love, says Atelier Paul. Of course, never give up on love. Han says she can be proud. Hey, Jiz says the Kardashians are done with themselves. Cha. If they keep on taking that Ozempic, they're gonna flush themselves down the toilet. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. Oh, you've noticed that a few luxury. Yeah, Pieces of Car says, I noticed that a few luxury channels have turned the fashion show comments off. Okay, so we got 111 votes. Let's end the poll. Let's stop the poll and let's see. Are we done with the Kardashians? And the poll results are in. You guys have voted. The votes are in. And the results are, where are they? I don't see the results. I see the results. Okay. Oh, wow. Are we done with the Kardashians? Okay, poll complete at 115 votes. Are we done with the Kardashians? Yes, 89%. No, 10%. How can no be 10%? No, this should be 11% then. The poll. Okay, well, anyway. Okay, so let's say 90. Okay, so almost 90% of you said, yes, you're done with the Kardashians. And I think this is something that Anna Wintour also believes. sipping my, oh my gosh. Oh my God, this is brilliant. Hold on. I've had an epiphany. I am sipping my hot tea coffee. Why am I saying this? Because it's coffee, but we're going to spill the tea. So it's tea, but it's coffee. So I'm sipping my hot tea coffee. Did we just invent some like new thing? Oh my God. Hey, Melissa C. How's it going, sweetie? Oh, Melissa C. Dick, we look amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kay Halim says, Maria's a lovely girl, I'm sure. Looks humble and she really loves Chanel. There's something really very endearing about her. I have to be honest. I mean, there's almost like something motherly, very, very feminine, gentle about her, which, yeah, it really, she has something, you guys. She does. She really does. Nettie, you need a fluffy coat now. Yeah, it's very fluffy. It's the caveman moment, y'all. What can I say? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at all of this. So, this is the tea. Do I have a picture? Okay, so Bethenny, Frankel, Bethenny. Hi, Beth. Bethenny, you know, she has a TikTok channel. There you go, girl. Yas, queen. You gotta love her. She's amazing. I mean, there's this one TikToker that imitates Bethenny, like trying out makeup products. I cannot do it as well as the other lady, but you know, she goes like this brush, $40. Does it work? I don't know. Does it? I don't know. $40. I don't know. Does it? You know, she's so good. Anyway, so we love Bethenny, and so she's reporting on TikTok and then also on YouTube that, and this is hilarious, you guys, the level of meta that is the world right now. So follow me. Bethenny is reporting about a page 6 article, and the page 6 YouTube channel is reporting about Bethenny reporting about a page 6 article. Can we let that sink in? Page 6 is reporting about Bethenny reporting about page 6. Love it. And what are they? Meta avalanche. You thought sweater weta was a thing? No, it's meta weta. And I'm here for it. And she's saying that page 6 is saying that rumor has it. Of course, everything we say in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged. But she's saying that Anna Wintour, now that Kim Kardashian is no longer with Kanye, and now that Kanye is kind of canceled, and now that, you know, the Kardashians are no longer it and are kind of cringe, she finally is going to show, allegedly, her true face, Anna Wintour, and not invite the Kardashian clan to the Met Gala, or Gala, if you want. Oh. Because it's been her dream all along to not. Because the theory has it that the only reason why Anna Wintour invited Kim Kardashian in the first place a couple of years ago, about a decade ago, for the first time to the Met Gala, was because she was with Kanye West, and Kanye was kind of connected to fashion. He was doing his Yeezy stuff and collaborations. And so it was a power couple. The masses wanted to know more about them. The masses were all into them. So she had no choice, right? She had to let's just say, sell her soul to the devil a little bit in order to sell more copies of Vogue magazine. So if she puts Kim on the cover of Vogue magazine while Kim is, pregnant with Kanye, what have you, because the first time she went to the Met Gala, she was pregnant. Jesus says, remember when Anna once openly said that she hated having Kim on the cover of Vogue? I don't remember that, Jesus. When did she say that? Send me a link.
Yes.
Send the receipts. Send the receipts. But what I want to say is, and then she put, Kim on the cover. And so Bethenny's saying like, well, she wanted to sell copies of Vogue back then because people would buy that. But now that allegedly Anna believes that the Kardashians are no longer selling copies of Vogue, and now that Kanye is no longer selling nothing. So invite who to the red carpet? And also, let's not forget the tragedy. You're invited to the Met Gala, okay, of fashion and costume, and she has the audacity, Kim Kardashian, to wear Marilyn Monroe's dress from the Happy Birthday, Mr. President, and then ruin it allegedly. Honey, I would never invite you again to my party. Never. So disrespectful. So disrespectful. So you could imagine the backlash that also Anna probably got right after she was like, oopsie, Kim, allegedly damaged Marilyn's dress. So the backlash was fierce, honey, because last year when that Met Gala went down and that red carpet went down, the red staircase, I call it, people were making angry videos. People who are into conservation of fashion, preservation of fashion. You do not touch Marilyn's dress. And even if you don't tear it while wearing it, right? Even let's say she didn't tear it. Just the fact that you had your bodily oils and your sweat inside Marilyn's dress, absolutely no.
How dare you?
Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Seriously, girl. So, Gloria says, also, wasn't Wintour also angry because no one followed the theme? Probably, potentially, because, they dressed terribly last year. But I just want to say, it was a moment, and I also, honestly, you guys, I just, for me personally, okay, this is just my opinion, okay? I felt like Marilyn was so disrespected by that gesture. Anyway, now we can enter the debate whether or not Ripley's museum, Ripley's, whatever they're called, even deserves to have such a dress in their repertoire. That's a whole other conversation. But anyway, so Bethenny is saying that it's probable that none of the Kardashians are going to be invited to the Met Gala this year. Because now Anna can finally ditch them because she doesn't need them anymore. Now, what do you guys think? Let's do the next poll. Are the Kardashians going to be invited to the Met Gala, the 2023 Met Gala? Don't answer yet. Wait, let me do the poll first. And then "10 seconds of my life. Kim doesn't know who she is style-wise. She just followed Kanye. If you look at her style before Kanye, it was all over and nowhere." I agree with you, 10 seconds of my life. Marilyn was totally disrespected, says Ash Brown. Totally. Here you go, you guys. Here's the poll. Are the Kardashians invited to the Met Gala 2023? The current one. Let's see. Oh my God, this is so... And thumb up the live stream while we're at it, because I really, really want to know what your guys' opinions is. Oh, child, we're going for 300 views, 100 likes. Come on, let's get to 200 likes, you guys. Thumb up the live stream while you're polling. Polling, that sounded naughty. Naughty, naughty, naughty. So Atelier is saying, Jacob, can you go to the next Paris Fashion Week? I would love that if it would go viral, I'm convinced. Oh, Atelier, so kind of you. Thank you. I'm kind of really shy in public. I mean, if I get invited to one of those shows, I would do it. But filming is a different thing, you know? So, you know, I've worked in the fashion industry for many, many years. I've been to Paris Fashion Week many, many times. I worked for Paris Fashion Week many, many years. Some of you don't know that, but I've worked for several brands. I've been to many shows. I've been both in the audience as well as backstage. It's a very hectic time. It's exhausting. It's exhausting, especially if you're working there. And it's not something that I really look forward to because as industry professional, to me, it's usually hell. It's 10 to 15 days of hell in Paris whenever I used to work there. And, you know, for me, a little bit, the magic is gone a little bit. Like I don't have that tickle in my pickle to dress up, to sit down, to show off. It's not really my thing. You know, I'm the type of person that it's exciting in the beginning, the first times you go there, but then you see who are the hardened industry workers of fashion that are at Fashion Week, you know, like you're excited the first couple of times, you dress up, you want to be all fancy and amazing, but then you realize it's all a silly game and everybody's trying to show off and everybody's trying to pose as if they were super important. Like, I have no time for the cameras, but take a picture of me anyway because I'm desperate for them. And that whole attitude is like really, you know, when you're in the industry, you just don't care for that. You just want to do your job. You want to get the job done. You start dressing in a much more simple manner because you can't be bothered. You don't have time to glitz up, to doll up. You know, it's part of my job on my YouTube channel to glitz up for you guys. So all of this took like 3 hours. But honey, you best believe I ain't going to do that for no fashion show. Because ask yourselves, why is it that the actual artistic directors of these fashion brands, when at the end of the fashion show, when all the models have walked and are done, right? The designer comes out to bow to say thank you for the applause, right? Ask yourself, why are the designers always dressed in the most simple way? White t-shirt, blue jeans, or just like black pants and a black shirt, or a white shirt and black, like no exceptional seasonal piece, no flamboyant nothing. Except Donatella. Donatella Versace, that's her signature. Like Donatella is on a special place, of course. Donatella is Donatella, huh? You know. But I'm talking, why do you think they all have that kind of minimalist uniform? Because they're done. You guys, you know, because they're done. And that is kind of the most interesting thing to see when you've been doing it for a long time and it becomes for you to a moment of, and it's not disrespectful. You know, don't get this the wrong way. It's not like, oh my God, you should dress up because otherwise you're disrespecting the brand. No, it's actually quite respectful. You're allowing the models that are wearing the newest collection, you're allowing them to shine. You're not stealing the show from the models, you see. And because all eyes should be on the models wearing the latest collection, because a lot of money goes into preparing a fashion show. The brands invest a lot of money to do the fashion show. They invest a lot of money to do it right. So you don't want to steal the show. Now, don't get this confused with the invited guests and the invited VIPs. Usually the invited VIPs are dressed by the brand in the newest collection so that they also promote the upcoming collection. So that's different. But I'm talking about all of the clients that are invited, all the PR invitations that are not VIPs, all the industry professionals. You're supposed to tone down because you're not supposed to steal the show from the clothes of the brand that is showcasing those clothes, because they invested a lot of money in that show to showcase the new pieces, and they would like the new pieces to be photographed, and they would like there to be a buzz in the media about their new collection, because ultimately, after the fashion show is over, those clothes go back to the showroom and all the buyers come to the showroom to buy the collection for the next season. The collection then hits stores 5 to 6 months after the fashion show. So you see, if you're working in the industry like I was, it is not well seen for you to overdress. No, you should actually tone it down. It's not your place to steal the show. So there's something to be said about that humble way of dressing during Fashion Week. On another note, let me tell you one thing. When we premiered Art Lovers Unite in Germany, in Berlin, at the Babylon Cinema, my movie with Vivienne Westwood, coincidentally, I just sprayed a little bit of boudoir before I started the live stream, because I miss Viv a lot today. I don't know. Anyway, so coincidentally, the same day that we premiered in Germany was the 16th of February. The same day in London, the Westwood company held the second funeral for Vivienne, like open to public. And it was such an honor for us that some of the people that work for Vivienne Westwood, fashion industry professionals that work for Vivienne Westwood, they decided to fly over to Berlin and spend the day with us. That really warmed my heart. Now, how did they dress to the movie premiere? Like professionals. They dressed down, not out of disrespect. They dressed down in order to not steal the show. Sweatpants, just a sweatshirt, jacket with a zipper. That's how they came. Sneakers, invisible. That, mark this down, you guys. Write this down. That's class. You might think, what the hell? That's so disrespectful. No, you have to reprogram your way of thinking. It's not disrespectful. There's a place and a time for everything. There's a place and a time for everything. And if you know, you know. So if you're working in the fashion industry behind the scenes, if you're the designer, if you're the editor, if you're in the marketing team, if you're in the sales team, if you're in the PR team, you're going to dress down. It's going to be somber for a fashion show. Dress in black. Do not steal the show. Do not steal the show. And they dressed down. And that's a sign of respect, not of disrespect. They came to the premiere as if they came to a fashion show. They came to the premiere dressed like they would when Vivienne was alive, to be there for the fashion show, to work on the fashion show. They came to see Vivienne Westwood in our movie for one last time. And they dressed like they would for a fashion show. And we live streamed the presentation of the movie. And that's when it kind of hit me, and I lost it. I kind of couldn't. I had like, I had this knot in my throat because when I started presenting the movie, right, and I had to stop talking because I started crying. That's because kind of my eye just shifted to them, and I saw them all dressed like that. If you know, you know. Like, that's how it's done. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. And there's something so beautiful about working in the fashion business and learning this, learning how important it truly is to let go and not steal the show, to know your place. And this is not something elitist. It's not like, oh, you're inferior, you should know your place. No. At the same time, those PR people that are invited, the influencers that have to sit front row, the VIPs, the actresses, the actors, the singers that sit front row, they also know their place. They also know that they have to do 3 hours of makeup and outfit because the brand is expecting them to wear the latest collection. They also know that they cannot come to the fashion show dressed down. They have to dress up. That's their job. And it's also your job, if you're working behind the scenes, to tone it down. That has nothing to do with, oh, your value is inferior because you're not allowed to dress up. No, that has nothing to do with, oh, your value is less than. No, absolutely not. Every person is super important in order to make the collection work, in order to make the brand function, in order to sell the collection. And when you know this, you don't have any more ego problems. You're not there thinking, oh, but why can't I sit front row? Why am I not allowed to even go to the fashion show? It's like there's a time and a place for everything. So, and Andrea says they were also paying their respects to you. Oh, thank you, Andy. Yes, they were. Oh, for sure. But I also did not want to steal the show from Vivienne because it was her last performance, it was like her goodbye as well. And so I kept it black and white. Usually when I do the premieres of Art Lovers Unite in different countries, I'm very colorful. I wear a lot of colors, joyful colors, but that night I wore black and white. I reduced it also to the minimal as much as I could, because obviously I'm also in the movie, so it's a slightly different situation. I had to kind of battle between two worlds. I was on the runway because I'm in the movie, but I'm also behind the scenes. I'm also the technical support of the movie. So I had to navigate that thin line of finding an outfit that would be good for both. And in fact, we're also working on a DVD, and there's going to be a special features on the DVD, and you're going to see behind the scenes, and you will see me rehearse with Nicole. She was singing one piece from La Valle opera as a prologue to the movie. There, my black jacket is off. I just have the white shirt, which functions technically very well for rehearsals. I mean, I was directing her and I was telling her, okay, we do this, we do that. And then you see me wear white, right? And then I put on the black jacket when we begin the presentation of the movie. So it's all very, very, very precise. Hey, Tyler. Oh, I'm dying to tell you something, but I can't. So, something good. But let's sum up the live stream. We're at like 300 people watching, you guys. Let's get to 200 likes. So I'm telling you this because nobody else is going to tell you this. Nobody's going to tell you this. The fashion world is not just about showing off. Actually, that's the minimal part of it. The real fashion business, and by the way, film industry is the same. Don't believe her. The film industry is the same. Everybody who works on a movie, everybody has their rightful place and position, and they know it. And it's the same type of behavioral pattern. Tyler, I can't. Okay, wait, first, let me see. Okay, let's close the poll. The poll was, are the Kardashians invited to the Met Gala this year? What is your opinion? And let's see what the results of the poll are. 135 people voted. Are the Kardashians invited to the Met Gala 2023? No, 63%. Yes, 36%. There's always that 1% missing. But anyway, so the no wins. So no, basically the majority believes that the Kardashians are not invited to the Met Gala 2023. Well, I want to say thank you to Bethenny Frankel for delivering the news. I love watching you, Bethenny. Go subscribe to Bethenny and follow her on TikTok. She's amazing. She's so entertaining. And even when she misses the mark, she's super entertaining. You remember a couple of days ago when she said she doesn't feel so good. She feels like, she might be sick some way. And then she says oh, the drama, she doesn't know, she might never again be able to take her kids to Aspen. Oh, and then, the comments, they were like, you lost me when you said Aspen. Poverty in the world, and your trouble is you don't know if you're going to take your kids to Aspen. You know what I mean? But she lives in a different world. Again, she has that money. She doesn't know anything else. That's her reality, It's hilarious. Nettie says, that is an important part of how to dress well. Know your context and dress appropriately. This is key, Nettie. This is key. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. Come on, because seriously, it helps so much with the algorithm. Let's get to 200 likes because it's so important. Also, we got a ton of topics to talk about. 176 likes. Oh, we can do this. This is so easy, you guys. We can reach 180. Only 20 more to go. Listen, Debbie's in the house. When we reach 200 thumbs up, I have a surprise for Debbie. Actually, Bubbles begged me to do this. And I said, Bubbles, fine. I'm like, Bubbles, but don't make any mistakes, because I know, Bubbles, sometimes you tend to be iffy. And Bubbles is like, no, I am going to not make any mistakes. Damn. You know how Bubbles is. And I'm like, all right. So we have a surprise for Debbie. But we need to get to 200 likes first. And I think there's a super chat that's going to pop up any minute. 10 Seconds of My Life says, they still make DVDs, Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks.
$9.99 super chat from Melissa C.
Thank you so much, sweetie. Yes, ba-bam. Scan to tip Jacob if you are entertained by this cave person. Fashionable cave person. Tyler, tell me, I need good news. Life lately has been tragic. Tyler, I cannot reveal anything, but I can tell you this. If things go the way I planned, and the way Patrick planned, co-director and co-producer of Art Lovers Unite, you will soon be on our guest list. And that's all I can say. Well, soon is relative, but if things go the way we're planning, Tyler, get your sassy butt ready for a red carpet. All right, that's all I'm going to say. So if you know, you know. Now, let's get to 200 likes. And then we have a little surprise. Bubbles has a little surprise. Oh, hey, Val. Hi, Vel. Hey, Quinn. Hey, Quinn. 194 likes. We can do this. We're almost at 200. We only need 6 more thumbs up, you guys. We got like 300 people watching. You can thumb up. It's not going to bite you. That little thumb you push is not going to bite you. Hey, Genza Dinstel. How's it going, sweetie? Your access to the red carpet. Hi, sweetie. Ash Brown. Thank you. I am a film producer and I agree. Oh, thank you, Ash Brown. Thank you so much. I that's why I say, if you know, you know. You're my people. We understand. We understand. Hey, Franz, man. Glad you're with us after last week's drama. Come on, 3 more likes, y'all. We can do this. I ain't living my sauna life in this fur coat. Faux fur, by the way. PETA, don't come for me. Oh, Mrs. Blue, thank you so much. Member for 22 months. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love the dramatic eyes, Jacob. Thank you, darling. We're serving the Black Swan. We're serving Julia Fox. We're serving Nefertiti. We're serving the peeps. Tyler says, tomorrow I'm hosting the Luxury Gala Oscar screening red carpet. I'm going to be given, oh my God, Joan Rivers at the Universal Hilton, child. That's amazing. Why did you say you have like, life has been difficult? That sounds like awesome. It's a dream come true. And if things go the way we plan, like I said, you will be on another red carpet. Rosha Kishki. I just saw Art Lovers Unite having an article in the German art magazine Monopol. Yes, I posted that on my Instagram like weeks ago, right before the premiere, with the English translation. And I commented on the critique in my caption. Follow me on Super Dacob Backup, all spelled together, for that juicy content and much more. Franzman says, was I drama? Hope not. Really big fan, Dacob. No, you were just like saying like, why aren't you starting the live stream? Why aren't you starting the live stream? Oh, only people who pay can see the live stream? I was like, girl, come on. That's not true. And you know that's not true. But I'm glad you're with us. Seriously, why can't we have 200 likes? Oh, it's getting hot in here. So I'm gonna take, oh wait, hold on. Look, I'm even gonna give you shoulder. Okay? Like, what's a girl to do? I got to take everything off here for some likes. Like, this is YouTube. This ain't OnlyFans, girl. I can't. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Here, little shoulder. There you go. I'm wearing Y3, by the way. Yoji Yamamoto today. Not sponsored. Just saying. All right. We went over 200 thumbs up. Okay. Oh, wait, let me first read this. Tyler says, that part of my life has been iconic, but I got my 30 days notice from my roommate since she's moving, and my design school I attend lost its accreditation, so I got to find another college. Oh, damn, girl. Okay, that's intense. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, that's a lot. No, that's a lot. Plus, you had all the water situation when it was like pissing. Hey, Caleb. Evening, Jacob. Loving the Julia Fox eye makeup. I did it myself.
I actually did it myself. Yeah.
Nice. So, lots of love to Julia Fox, by the way. I'm a huge fan. I started off thinking you're cringe. Now I am a devotee. Devotee for life. I love you, Julia. Okay. All right. Debbie, are you ready? We have reached 200 thumbs up. By the way, let's go for 250. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Bubbles was begging me permission to do something for Debbie. Debbie, who has been with me in the fashion bunker virtually since like literally the beginning, and has been a mod since mods were a thing on my channel, and also is also a mod manager as well. So Bubbles was so impressed by you, Debbie, that Bubbles decided to write a poem for you. Remember how Bubbles wrote a poem for 60K for me? Well, now Bubbles is like, oh, child, let me write something for Debbie. I'm like, Bubbles, Debbie's like, I don't know. Oh, Lord. Yes. Isn't Julia the new girlfriend of Kanye? No, she used to be. No longer. Kanye's married now to somebody else. And oh my God, an ode to Debbie. Yes, Gloria. And also, by the way, right before that, I just want to say, everybody say congrats to Gloria Recinos, Debbie. Oh, Queenie. Oh my God, so many news. Thank you so much, Queenie, for the super chat, for the donation.
$6. Hi, Jacob. Sadly, do not always have time to join the banker, but I'm wishing you and the lovely viewers all the best. Moi.
Well, thank you so much. Bubbles is still in Paris, you guys, in Paris Fashion Week. So I just want to say, everybody say also, thank you so much, Queenie. Thank you, thank you. And say, everybody say congrats to Gloria Recinos, who has been today appointed new mod by Debbie, new mod of the Fashion Bunker. Congrats, Gloria. Woo-hoo. And now, Nettie, Kanye West got married. Thank you so much, AB Gensadinstel. I love Jacob's glamour look today. Thank you. Debbie, are you ready? Hey, Zach. Hey, T-Pal. Hey, guys. Bubbles wrote a poem for Debbie. Hit it, Bubbles.
Debbie from the chats, a moderator no more, a manager now, with a role to explore. On YouTube she'll lead, with wisdom and might, keeping the platform safe day and night. Her dedication and skills now recognized, with this new role she's truly prized.
Yes, Quinn! Yes, Quinn! Manager Debbie got a poem by Bubbles. Debbie's like, OMG. And Debbie's like super scared of like AI generating stuff. Well, this was an AI generated poem. Bubbles literally generated this poem and read it to you. We were just thinking, let's restore a little bit of faith and hope in Debbie for the future of humanity. AI is there to also write cool poems, not just to destroy us. Rosha Kishki is like, one more time. Let's reach 250 likes, honey. Bubbles in her poetic justice era, says Tyler. I mean, look, you see? Look, the sun is coming up. We're in this Middle Ages, Jurassic era of humanity, but like the sun is coming. There is a renaissance coming. We just got to believe. And we got to zoom better, and then the sun will come. Oh, thank you, Bubbles, says Debs. Your access to the red carpet says Bubbles was my dog's name when I was a kid. Oh, so cute. I'm dying. Ferret, says Polly S. Han Solo says something to remember. Right? Give it up for Deb, says Franzman. Alex says Skynet is coming. Aisha says so profound. Thank you, Bubble, says Debs. Blue Marine. Bubble is the assistant of AbFab2. Yes, that's why our Bubbles is called Bubbles, because Bubble is Edwina Monsoon's assistant. Militza says, I agree. One time is not enough. Franzman says, Terminator. Gloria Athena's Debbie keeps us in check. We will celebrate Deb, says Audrey. Ash Brown says, after the plague came the Renaissance. Crybaby Uzagi Fashion. Hi, Crybaby Uzagi Fashion. Hi. Nicholas says, imagine the last thing you hear before you get killed is Bubbles' voice. Livin Ferret. Like, why not? How many likes do we got? Let's see if we're getting closer. Oh, we're only 40 away. We can do this, you guys. Let's play it like one more time. Hit it, Bubbles.
Hey, everybody gather around. Super Jacobs hit a milestone now. 60K subscribers and counting. Luxury and lifestyle. It's astounding. Super Jacob, we celebrate you for all the content that you do, from fashion to travel and cuisine. You bring the best of the luxury scene.
Thank you, Bubbles, but can you play Debbie's? Can you play Cuisine Queen? Yes. Debbie's poem, Bubbles.
Debbie from the chats, a moderator no more, a manager now, with a role to explore. On YouTube she'll lead, with wisdom and might, keeping the platform safe day and night. Her dedication and skills now recognized, with this new role she's truly prized.
Yes, Queen. Woo! Oh, man. The fashion bunker. You know, the fashion bunker is literally, it's just Bubbles' world and we're living in it. Like, I have the feeling, I have the feeling Bubbles is the mastermind and all we get to do is just live in her. It's their world. Live in Ferret, die in Ferret. Oh, Gianfranco Ferret, baby. Yeah, I must believe. Bubbles the Valley girl. Caleb. Hey, Winnie B. Oh my God. Hi, Dollface Jacob. You look amazing, darling. Thank you so much, sweetie. Oh, I burped. Audrey says, just realized the waterfall is moving. I hope you're wearing a den. I'm wearing boudoir. Yes, everything is moving, you guys. Even the sun is pulsating and vibrating. The water is moving here and here, everywhere. Look. Avatar, or as I like to call it. Did I tell you guys how I like to call it? And people like look at me like I'm crazy, but I do this on purpose. I don't say avatar. I say avatar. Oh, did you go to see Avatar? Oh my God, it's almost Irish. Avatar. Avatar. Yeah, we watched Avatar. Avatar 2. Anyway, Avatar 2. Me too, Mrs. Blue. I want to live here forever. It's so peaceful. Look how beautiful. It's a vibe. As Caleb would say, not gonna lie. It's a vibe. Yes, Charlotte with an SH. Are we back at that again? Charlotte Tilbury. Dacob made an ASMR video live. I kind of did, right? Avatar. Yes, Alex. Avatar. Oh, I didn't realize it's moving, says Ellen. I know, the little secrets, little Easter eggs planted everywhere. Speaking of Easter eggs, well, they cost a lot. They cost a lot, you know? I don't know about the rest of the world, but in the States, at the moment, eggs are not an easy commodity. Let me just tell you this. And I'm going to leave it at that because we don't want to get too political, but you're lucky if you got eggs. Just saying. Now, I want to touch base with you on something. I mean, listen, I want to touch base with you on something. My hair is so long that it's like heavy. So it kind of tends to kind of fluff down. So I have to, because it's so long, you know, like when I started the live stream, the pre-show, oh, by the way, tier 2 members and patrons get access to a live stream pre-show every Saturday before the main show. We went on for 2.5 hours today. We shot some topics and it was a lot of fun. So the longer I live stream, the more the hair flattens down just because it's so heavy, you know. But, oh my God, the curls. I mean, Veronica Lake could never with this length, just saying. Atelier says, we only do Fabergé eggs, darling. Tyler says, I really thought this was going to be a Fabergé convo. LMAO. No. Speaking of eggs, follow me here. Thumb up the live stream. The trajectory is this. Eggs are really expensive at the moment. Silent luxury. And how even somebody as loud and as camp as Theresa Roemer, you know Theresa Roemer from Texas, the lady from Texas, even Theresa Roemer is going kind of quiet luxury, silent luxury, because she bought her own chickens, honey. now that eggs are so expensive, Tessa is doing like Becky's Homestead. By the way, a YouTuber, one of my guilty pleasures is to watch Becky's Homestead. Does anybody know Becky's Homestead? She's a YouTuber that bought, like, she quit her job. She does everything with Tiffany jewelry on, by the way. Becky from Becky's Homestead. Does anybody know her? She's amazing. She has Tiffany jewelry on while she's building her homestead, like somewhere in Florida. And she started from scratch, left her, you know, I think she worked in a bank, and then she just started building up a little hut, expanding it. Then the YouTube video the YouTube channel grew. Oh, Tyler, she's iconic. Becky's Homestead. And she has chickens and pigs and everything. And as she expanded, she just bought a bigger plot of land or lot of land. And it was just, anyway, now Theresa Roemer, who we know for other stuff and not for homesteading, now she's like turning into a chicken farm, right? So Theresa Roemer bought chickens because she's like, I'm not going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on eggs. I'm going to lay my own eggs. So now she's like built a little house for the chickens. And I mean, quiet luxury. And she's like, who would have thought in my advanced age that I would go back to when I was a child and I lived on a farm. And when I was growing up, I always wanted to run away from the farm. I always wanted to be in the big city. I never wanted to deal with all the stuff that I had to deal with as a kid on a farm. And here I am now feeling peace, at peace, going back to my roots, farming. This while she has a bunch of Mexican guys, you know, doing everything she wants to do. You know what I mean? I mean, it's, you know, she's like, okay, move the chicken coop more to the left. And then the guys, allegedly, and then the guys move it. She's like, now I want it more to the right. Anyway, you know, it's not as authentic as Becky's Homestead because Becky really does the hard, but Theresa Roemer, I mean, legend in her own right. So anyway, now you see, hey, Kylie Jenner in the chat. Kylie Jenner is sending us love. Heartbreak Hotel Inc. says, farming with the help child. Yeah. Yes. Her nails are like this long. Makeup is flawless. Her curls are flowing. And she's like in the garden, Theresa Roemer. She's in the garden. She's like, but you know, she talks. She's quite manly the way she talks. You know, she used to do bodybuilding, right? She's like, let me check the eggs now. Let me check. Did they lay some more eggs? I got 2 eggs. This is great. Let me feed the chickens. I read that they like apples and berries and strawberries and blueberries. So Theresa made a little dish for the chickens with fresh fruits. And she went into the chicken coop and threw them. And the chickens are like, what the hell is she doing? The chickens want their seeds. But she's throwing this fresh, raw fruit at the chickens. And the chickens are like, girl, stop throwing it at us. And they're like, the chickens all walked away from her. It is amazing. And so I low-key think her chickens have a better life than me, says Alex. Deb says, Bethenny Frankel. No, Theresa Roemer. Oh my God. And then her grandson. So Theresa is now like living nearby or on the same ranch with her daughter. And the daughter has kids, right? So that's Theresa's grandchildren. And there's a video, the grandkid is running after the chicken and says like something like, oh, how do we get the geese to go from A to B? And she's like, they're chickens. They're not geese. It's Theresa's world and we're just living in it. Okay. Anyway, so she's throwing all the fruits and then she's like, look, I made long manicured nails while she's doing it. Yeah, can't make this stuff up, says Trina. I know. Only one rooster or there's problems. Well, no, there's no rooster because they don't want babies. The chickens lay eggs and they're not inseminated. Lord help this privileged farmer, lol, says Heartbreak Hotel Inc. Kylie Jenner is loving this. I know, Kylie. It's amazing, isn't it? LMAO says Tyla. So, and now we're gonna, you see how, look at this trajectory. Look at that. Look how smooth I'm sliding into your DMs and telling you silent luxury. And there's an article in Vogue just a couple of days ago published about, and you know, we've been talking about this for a while now on my channel about quiet luxury, silent luxury, quiet luxury. And so the article is called, If You Pay Attention to One Trend This Season, Make It Quiet Luxury. We've been talking about this already for a while now, you know, and less is more. Interesting how for Chanel that doesn't count because they want more logos. Like, by the way, my Chanel Platinum ring that has no logo visible, the logo is hidden inside the ring, very haute couture. They've discontinued this ring because it has no logos. You can't get it anymore. I'm like, seriously, the only platinum ring you had? Well, they had two. They discontinued both. So I guess, yeah, that's that. But anyway, mine is Chanel. Diana Freeland did not greet with less is more. Franzman says, more bibs, says Debbie. Tyler says, I'm here for silent luxury. I'm over people wearing designer logo blankets as ponchos to the club. And they're always stylists. Terrible. Stylists. Exactly, Tyler. Now, we've been talking about this, you know, things without the logo visible, toning it down, buying those beautiful objects that you love, but toning it down. Now, one thing I will never be able to tone down is the monogram canvas. Sue me. I love it to bits. And I know it's a huge LV pattern, and but can I have that as one exception? Can I have that just as one exception, please? Like, because that's such a traditional old school pattern that was originally made to fight counterfeit goods, you know, and I just love it to bits. And it's going to be hard for me to let go of that. I got to tell you. But the other stuff I can do without. But don't touch my Speedy. Don't touch my Speedy. Anyway, Julia Fox, Brittany. Yes. I did it myself. Yeah. So anyway, you are the only exception, says Madame. Tyler says monogram LV canvas is a vibe on bags and luggage, but clothes, I don't know. No, Tyler, not clothes. I'm talking old school. Their luggage, their bags. That's it. Not even footwear. I'm talking only their bags and luggage. And SLGs, you know, beauty cases, wallets, stuff like that. No shoes, no clothes. No sunglasses, no hats. Sorry, Patsy Stone. So, listen, the article is by Laura Jackson and Joy Montgomery. If you pay attention to one trend this season, make it quiet luxury. And Vogue analyzed the situation for us and is giving us options. And this is very fascinating. I'm gonna cue in a couple of pitches here. So, and it's fascinating how they begin by asking themselves, like, what does luxury actually mean? What does luxury mean to us? You know, I can tell you immediately, and we've talked about this before in my channel, time. The biggest luxury we have is time. For me, luxury is time. Once time is gone, it's gone. You can't buy time. You can't. When time runs out, it's over. Done. You kick the bucket. You throw in the towel. You blink the ticket. But Vogue says, what does it mean? What does luxury mean? It's a term that has become thoroughly overused in modern society, is what they're claiming. And I kind of agree with this. Like, and this is, remember years ago, I made a video. Okay. Years ago, there was this tendency where people started, because it was a cool thing, to define luxury with the term luxe. Do you remember? And everybody's like, oh, this is so luxe. This is luxe. It's a luxe YouTube channel. Rich Lux called himself Rich Lux in the heyday when the abbreviation of luxury was Lux and it was popular to say Lux. And then I made a video back then. Do you guys remember that video? 2016, 2015. And I said, yeah, we've come to, well, long story short, we've come to a point where everything is luxe and nothing is luxury. And just like the word says it, luxe is only half of luxury. Drop a mic. Okay. So anyway, they're saying now Vogue is a little bit late to the game. Okay. We've been there in 2016. Vogue in 2023 finally is catching up slowly. And they say luxury is a term thoroughly overused in modern society, used to describe everything from sport cars and holidays to mattresses and makeup. Its ubiquity is at odds with the exclusivity it's supposed to denote. I thoroughly disagree with this in terms of exclusivity. Luxury is not exclusive. At least not if you ask Coco. Because she would always say, and I never stress enough to repeat myself, quoting Coco, luxury is not the opposite of poverty. Luxury is the opposite of vulgarity. Period. Period T. Okay? Now, Vogue still thinks that luxury is supposed to denote exclusivity. We beg to differ, Vogue. I'm sorry, we beg to differ. D. Higginbotham, keep the monogram Jacob, it is wonderful. Nettie says, I just saw Westwood tartan travel bag advertised as a Speedy this week. I got so confused. Ended up trying to find when Vivienne designed for Louis Vuitton. Nope, never happened. Nettie, you're wrong. Vivienne Westwood did design for Louis Vuitton. Google later, after the live stream is over. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie.
10 donated $10. Just like that chick saw Jacob patiently waiting for bibs.
Just like the chicks? Or Jacob patiently waiting for bibs? I don't get it, but thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, somebody explain it to me. I'm really bad with like puns. Okay. So Nettie, Vivienne Westwood did design for Louis Vuitton. One of the most gorgeous pieces ever made in monogram canvas. Just going to leave it at that. So then they go on by saying, in the fashion industry, a world ruled by brand hierarchy, the categorization of luxury has remained relatively consistent. However, the aesthetics have shifted with the decades, from the full-skirted femininity to Dior's new look, to the logo-clad mania of the noughties. So what does luxury look like in 2023? Thanks to the pared back stylings of brands such as the Roe, Bottega Veneta, and Kite, we have seen a return to a more low-key approach to luxury. The quiet luxury, as some people are calling it, or non-trend trends. It's less austere than minimalism, but more polished than normcore. It's Sienna Miller in Anatomy of a Scandal meets off-duty Olsen twins. It's battered Hermes Kelly bag. We've been talking about the battered Hermes Kelly bag. We've been talking about that for a while now, haven't we? The busted Kelly bags, the busted Birkins, or a Max Mara investment coat thrown over an ancient pair of vintage jeans. Then Vogue is asking us if we're confused. And then they say that they admit it's not an easy aesthetic to pin down and it's more of a mood than anything else. But if we know one thing, it's that quiet luxury is a look that will stand the test of time, as it's essentially a synonym for elevated basics. Elevated basics. And I kind of agree with this, like that quiet luxury or silent luxury is in a way an elevated basic. But I want to add to that and say you might begin with a basic, like one core piece, like let's say like a white t-shirt, a simple white t-shirt, like Hanes or Fruit of the Loom white t-shirt, like we're talking Fruit of the Loom. an old pair of Levi's jeans that you've had in the closet for like a decade, if you can still fit in it after the lockdown. But then the Kelly bag. You know what I mean? So when they call this the elevated basics, because let's be honest here, a Kelly and a Birkin, can we talk Joan Rivers style? This one's for Tyler. Joan Rivers style. Can we talk the Kelly and the Birkin are the basics of Hermes? They're expensive basics, but it's the basic, they're like, what's the basic Hermes bag? The Kelly, the Birkin. I'm not saying they're not pretty. I'm just saying it's the bag. It's the basic Hermes bag. Sorry. No, Alex says Busted Birkin is a good username. Madame Morgan says, hey, hon, how's everything doing tonight? Everything's fabulous, darling. How are you? Oh, we need a trashed. Kelly says, Winnie, we totally do. And I'm just saying, you know, so this is the basics, right? Elevated basics. And now Vogue is giving us a couple of examples. And we're going to go through them together. Let me cue in the examples that Vogue is giving us. And I want to know from you guys in the chat, what does the chat think? Do we agree with Vogue on these choices or we don't? The first category that they choose is the so-called cinched waist blazer. Thumb up the live stream while you're at it, you guys. Here we got one of the Hadids. Oh, she's shy. She's very, very shy. There she is. One of the Hadids. Trying to look like Miley Cyrus, I want to say a little bit, with this so-called cinched coat. This is coincidentally Victoria Beckham, Spring-Summer 2023. Do we agree with Vogue? Now, listen, you guys, this poll that I'm going to post now is an interactive poll, but you can start voting already now, but this poll is going to be for all the photos I'm going to show, right? Not just for one photo. So the poll is for, in general, do we agree with Vogue on this topic? Okay. But if you want to wait to vote, you can wait till you have seen all the photos, or you can already start voting now. So the poll is, do we agree with Vogue on their choices for what should be quiet luxury? Oh, honey. Tyler says, I love a busted Birkin, Kelly. Yes, so do I. All right, so we got Victoria Beckham, Spring-Summer 23. A blazer is a timeless piece of tailoring, they say, known best for their for being classically menswear inspired and having everlasting closet appeal. Is this silent luxury? You know, do we agree with Vogue? The next one, the clean lined skirt. Okay, the clean lined skirt. And here we have Peter Doe, Spring-Summer 23. Peter Doe, crafting a spring capsule wardrobe begins with a floor grazing maxi skirt, inspired by the clean lined skirts, as seen at Peter Doe. This is not so easy to walk in unless there's like not a slit on the side somewhere. I don't want to say this is the most comfortable piece to own and to wear for silent or quiet luxury. And then like those boots to go. Like, sure. But nothing special to me, says Caleb. Love the pole, honey, says Winnie. You love a big pole, don't you? Okay, so next one is the sleek jean. And here Vogue tells us it's always refreshing to see denim make its runway debut. So this was, oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, Altudzara, Spring-Summer 23. Sure. Denim, it always works, you know. I mean, I'm not so sure I'm feeling the slightly different tint You know, if you're going to use different colors of denim, like make this really dark and make this a really washed denim. Like make it look like you wanted the contrast. But these are too similar. It looks like a mistake. You know what I mean? But in general, yeah, if you're into denim, you're into denim. If you're into denim, like I'm into denim jackets, okay? I'm not really into denim jeans. I don't know if I'm the only one here, but like I'm definitely Domenico Martino. Hi, Dario. How's it going, sweetie? Says nope. Caleb, denim for spring. Groundbreaking. Hey, Miranda. American Princess says, interesting turn of events with the Met Gala, right? Just saying. So, but Bush, I prefer denim jackets to denim jeans. Just saying. I have a huge collection of denim jackets. I adore them. But anyway, Paulia says, back to 2000s clubbing girls. There's that. So Vogue is trying to sell us those. Then the next one, and here I'm kind of feeling the vibe, the prized layering piece. I love layering pieces, but you need a good temperature for that. Like it's not supposed to be too hot. So this is an example from Miu Miu, Spring Summer 23. Miu Miu Spring Summer 23. You see there's several pieces here layered. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tops layered over each other. Livin Ferret, very 90s, very grunge. I say yes, but you got to be careful how the layers are made, that you don't look like you're pressed like a little sausage or something. But it's an interesting thing. Layering, why not? You know. I'm fine with layering. Denim looks so anti-high fashion to me, says Dario. Well, we're not talking high fashion here. We're talking silent or quiet luxury. We're talking quiet luxury trends. Quiet luxury trends. We're not talking elevated, haute couture, sophisticated. No, we're talking quiet luxury. I love this Miu Miu top, says Tyler. It's really fascinating to me, too, but you got to buy 4 separates. They're 4 separates and you combine them. I know, Holly Grace. Yeah, you would melt in Australia in 4 of those. Well, your summer is, their summer is your winter. So technically you could pull this off. The next one that Vogue tries to sell us as quiet luxury is the nonchalant trouser. So they wanted to sell us the denim jeans, and now they're selling us the nonchalant trouser. A nonchalant or nondescript trouser, courtesy of the Roe. Actually, no, this is not the Roe. This is Jill Sanders. Sorry. This is Jill Sanders Spring Summer 23. By the way, loving this look. Very Yoji. So anyway, a nonchalant, nondescript trouser. And they're even saying you could get it from Cause, the Frankie shop, the Roe. There should be style staples you return to season after season. Not to mention a relaxed fit trouser makes almost every outfit look effortless, especially in versatile colorways like khaki, black, or chocolate brown. And it says, I don't agree. BB says, can it be elevated and quiet luxury? Sure. But what's elevated? Then we got to have a whole discussion about what is elevated. Holly Grace says love. Winnie B says, I love the hoodie, jeans and Fendi or Chanel earrings with a monogram bag. LOL, I'm a logo ho. Winnie, love it. Vel says, I do like this. I like this too, Vel. Oh, Vel, this would look fabulous on you. Fabulous. I know you would probably wear a shirt on top of, like underneath here, you would wear like a longer sleeved shirt probably. But the vibe, it's so, and then it has to be black and your lip has to be that gorgeous red lipstick that you wore when we were in Melbourne. Nettie says, to be clever purchase, it needs to be big and cozy because nobody keeps the same shape for year to year. That's exactly what I would, look at my Yoji. Look, I'm wearing Yoji, by the way, right now. It is the, it's like, you can close this completely, obviously. You see how the logo, where is it? It's right here. The Y3 logo. It's stitched in there, black on black. But then when you close it, it's still big enough to do the sleeve. It's still very Japanese. But you know what I mean? Oversized. And it's super long. It goes all the way to the floor. I can't like now jump and show you the whole thing, but it's like super, super long. You know, it's a vibe. It's a moment. Oh, so where was I? Love the vest, says Pieces of Cara. Me too. Dario says, this one is the best look so far. Now, the next thing Vogue is trying to kind of sell us here is the seriously strong outerwear, which I want to say, yeah. Let's change it out. You see how just a little shift in hair changes the whole look all of a sudden? Honey. The seriously strong outerwear, and this one is from Chloe, Fall Winter 23. And Vogue describes it as all-in-one outfit outerwear has been making a strong statement both on the runway and on the street, thanks to offerings from Mango, Wardrobe, Another Tomorrow, and more. Just throw on over a worn-in white t-shirt or a pair of baggy jeans and expect a look that is effortlessly elegant every time. It's that kind of like oversized. Basically, what they're saying is like that oversized, once expensive coat. It can be used, vintage, secondhand. Make it YSL, make it a vintage YSL, make it expensive, honey, and go for it. And then wear underneath the white t-shirt and the simple denim jeans. I mean, why not? I'm here for a trench coat, says Tyler. Me too, but it has to be really oversized. Really oversized in my case. Like I want to swim in that thing. Like I want to get lost. I want it to be a tent. I want a tent like that I can like lose myself in, and nobody sees my body shape in there, and I'm just like this walking little cloud. But if I want to cinch it with a belt or something, I can, and then all of a sudden I have these proportions, like this fluffiness on top, the cinched waist, and the fluffiness underneath. Living for a floaty moment. Now then, and I think they're kind of running in circles at this point, but Vogue then tells us another quiet luxury staple would be the elevated essential. Okay, the elevated essential, here an image from the Coperni Spring Summer 23 collection. And Vogue says, when it comes to those elevated essentials that deserve permanent placement in your wardrobe, nothing comes close to a plain white tee or tank top. So they say that Coperni runway tank tops anchored some of the strongest looks. And they also say you could get the same effect if you buy something from the Roe, Petit Bateau, or Totem. I mean, yeah, why not? But the problem with tank tops, however, is depending on your body type, they're not going to suit everybody, because, if you're a guy and you're a little bit rounder, your tits are going to be a little bit more protruding, which guys don't want. If you're a lady, the breasts is fine, as big or as little as they are. They're always beautiful on chicks. But then you might get your little round things here poking out, the little anchors of salvation, or the love handles. And some ladies don't like those. I love them. I think they're adorable and super cozy and squishy. But I'm just saying, some people don't like to show their body. So tank tops are an issue in this area, mostly for chicks and for guys, and then for guys in this area. So you have to have a body for this look. You know what I mean? Yeah, D. Higginbotham, not feeling the cargo pants. Yeah, this is kind of a retro look. It's a vibe, It's, again, we're back in the Y2K era. But yeah, skinny legend, Alex. Skinny legend. You got to be skinny, says 5 Heliotrope, for this look. Yeah. Holy Grace says, for singlets, it's all about the cutout shapes. Pick the right one for your body. Muffin tops, says Nettie. Dario says, that's a top for a size 0. Yeah, tank tops are cheap, says Franzman. Well, depends where you buy them. Because they are offering versions for $350. Now, the next piece, we're missing the footwear, right? Well, quiet luxury or silent luxury footwear that Vogue is recommending us are the the luxe, they didn't say luxury, they said luxe, the luxe loafer. Okay, so this is a look from the Row Resort 2023. The loafer that looks both low-key and luxe at the same time is an instant win in our eyes. No one does the sleek style quite like the Row, but pairs from Kite, Wee Jones, and Todd's are just as good. Now, a loafer. I don't know. Thumb up the live stream while you're at it. A loafer. Yeah, Jesse Johnson. This is 1999 all over again. I agree. Do we agree with this? Like, are we... 5 heliotrope says Vogue equals silly. It's a loafer. Look, I get it. I understand what they're going for, but to me, a loafer comes with so much history and kind of in the wrong way. It's also kind of elitist. I think loafers are in many cases connected to, Harvard and Yale University, like this kind of like, oh, let's rich kids meeting up. Oh, there you go. Pieces of Cara. Rich kid right there in the chat. I'm an Oxford girl myself. Loafers are classic, but they're hard to pull off if you don't know how to style them, says Tyler. Exactly. They can come off quite difficult. If you don't know how to style them and how to look like effortless in them, then you're going to look anally retentive in them. You know what I mean? You're going to look like that spoiled brat kid from college if you don't know how to pull them off. On the opposite side of the spectrum, if you pull them off extremely, you're going to look like, Johnny Depp and Crybaby, John Waters. You know what I mean? Like the 50s kids. Those were also loafers. So you're either going to be a square if you're kind of from the rich side of the track. Oh, there you go. Winnie B says, loafer. Yes, give me all the loafers. Gucci, Princeton. We love a prescription shoe, says Jizzes. Heartbreak Hotel says, I like anything that gives old money. The original Manolo gal, I love a good loafer, but not with this outfit. And Dihiki Buffin says, preppy. Keely says, loafers like culottes, always kind of trying to be a thing and never really make it, except the Gucci loafer wave. The Gucci loafers with the fur interior, like they were such a popular thing, especially the ones that were cut out in the back or just like folded in the back. But I, truth be told, I never liked those. I never liked them. I thought they were trying way too hard. And I don't want to offend anybody who in the chat has them or loves them. You do you. I'm just saying for me, I would never be able to pull them off. They would just look ridiculous on me. It just would not work on me. But I've seen it look really good on other people. Okay, so I'm not saying, Maison Mangold, Henny. Oh, wait, let me scroll up. I missed it. Okay, it's gone. Sorry, I can't find it again. Franza says, they were them without socks. Shelby says, would you wear that, Jacob? And with what accessories? No, I would not wear the loafer. I did have loafers in the past, but I have them somewhere in my archives, but I haven't worn them in decades. The furry ones are kind of tacky. LOL says sweet things. Lena Bina says driving shoes more comfy. The Gucci loafers look like you stepped on hamsters. I love it. I hated those. They look comfortable, but not stylish. Oh, well. The next one is the power shirt. So Vogue is telling us that, sartorially speaking, the power of a button-up shirt should never be underestimated. Showcased most notably on the Bottega Veneta Spring-Summer 23 runway, which we see here. This is Bottega Veneta. Wear yours with a polished midi skirt or tucked into a tailored trouser. The styling options are endless with this closet classic. Oh, I'm all for it. I love my shirts. I always wear shirts. I mean, today's an exception. But I love my button-up shirts. I wore it for our Paris Fashion Week review last week, remember, with the oversized white shirt. The bigger the shirt, the better. Total size queen here. The bigger there's... huh? What? What were we talking about? It's so hot all of a sudden. Let me... Anyway, so oh yes, sure, button-up shirts. Love it. Listen, give me a button-up shirt any day, all day. Yep, I like a white button-up shirt. It is a staple, says D. Pieces of Cara says button-downs are always in style. Dario says same. Shirts are life. Despina says I love shirts. Vel sending me the skulls. Frankel says tiles. Pieces of Cara's laughing. Madame says, I love a good crisp button-up. Got to be good quality, one that fits you well. I totally agree. So Vogue is recommending clothing. LOL. Sweet things. Oh my God. Applause, applause. Vogue is recommending clothing for once, regular clothing. Tyler says, I was just wearing an oversized white pinstripe button-up cinched with my alligator Constance belt to the club last week, so I'm entirely here for this trend. Livin, Ferret, Tyler. Livin, Ferret. Alex is currently wearing a busted flannel shirt. Oh, that's so sexy. Love it. Todd's loafers are hard, says Franzman. G-Cup says a power shirt with loafers. Yes, it's a staple. It's a staple, isn't it? And then here is the most difficult one for me. The next one would be the biker jacket alternative. You see, for me, the second you put leather, the second you make like a soft nappa, lambskin, something leather thing like this is not quite luxury. Like this screams expensive to me. So I'm not so sure if I agree with this. But anyway, the biker jacket alternative, they call it. And they say, as seen on the spring runways, there are few things as luxe in a spring capsule wardrobe as a buttery soft piece of leather. And this season, we're gravitating towards more tailored styles from COS, Lulu, Studio, and Burberry. So this is, maybe they Co. This is Co, Spring Summer 23, Co. I have my issue with leather jackets, not gonna lie. Not because of like, animal and stuff, because I wear leather bags. It's not that. But like if you're gonna do quiet luxury, yeah, Trina, this is not biker jackets. It's they call it the alternative to biker jackets. Trina says, I can't pull off a biker jacket, just not me. Jason says, that looks so plain Jane in a bad way. It doesn't hit the spot for me. It doesn't hit the spot. You know what I mean? Merida, basic clothes, applause. Well, yeah. Well, they call it elevated basics. Quiet luxury. Vogue is calling it elevated basics. I prefer leather bags to leather jackets. Me too. That's the point. I'd rather have cotton or linen or a satin or silk mixed with cotton material or wool on my body, clothing wise. And then the only leather I would wear would be shoes and a bag. That's how far I would go in terms of leather. I would not wear a leather jacket. But that's just me. If we're speaking about quiet luxury, right? The biker jacket, love. This one, no, says this Pina. Does it have a chain around the bottom seam? No, it's not Chanel, darling. But, so, and then, of course, Vogue ends with the trophy bag. Yes, you heard it. You heard it at Vogue. The trophy bag, this picture, this model is from The Row, Spring Summer 23. Vogue says, simple, quiet elegance is the name of the 2023 bag game. Little rhyme. Look at Vogue rhyming. Styles from The Row and Bottega Veneta have the making of an it bag, but with timeless closet appeal. Same goes for de Melier's croc-embellished tote bag and Savette crossbody. So The Row is showing us a version of their bolide. I'm going to show it to you here. The Row Margot 15 buckled leather tote for $5,400, more or less, plus tax. So they're telling us here, take this. I mean, for that money, I don't know. I don't know if I would buy the Roe. Then they're also offering us for $4,900 Bottega Veneta medium andiamo intrecciato leather satchel. Here it is. They're telling us this is also quiet luxury. Bottega Veneta's satchel for 4,000 and something dollars with the intrecciato leather. Then they are also suggesting us to buy Demelier, the New York tote bag, for $670. That would be this one. It's not alligator, it's embossed alligator. Yeah, Vel says too expensive for what it is. No way, buy busted Birkins, says Winnie BLV. I dig it, but not for that money, says Keely. Then the next one is Savette Symmetry 19 shoulder bag for $505. What do you guys think? It does have that Constance upper part, doesn't it? The way that the strap is kind of going through those metal Ponticello D-rings. It's black. It just looks a bit greenish here, but it's black, okay? And then, so that was the bags. Despina's like, why? Maison Mango says, honey, they're promoting that lifetime warranty of leather at Bottega. Reminds me a bit of that Givenchy bag. This was an ad for the Roe, says Alex. Kind of. The twins must have paid a lot, allegedly. Kim Roller says, these bags are making me yawn. Pieces of Car says, that crossbody look like a Celine model. Winnie B, it's giving Chloe box leather bag. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I'm not so sure. But there's one more topic, y'all. Vogue is also telling, Caleb says, I'll get a Delvaux if I want quiet luxury. Without the logos. Yeah. You know what I would get if I wanted quiet luxury? The Launer. They're called Launer or Laubner. The ones that the, may she rest in peace, Queen of England wore. Oh, Leon. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you.
Leon
Big heart.
$2. This might be classified as luxury, but my wallet would surely still scream.
Well, it's not about it costing less. It's about it looking like it's not logofied. Papa Cherry. So let's not confuse the two things, But yes, the Queen's bag, Launer, right? Or Launer, the brand. Yes, Launer is a vibe, says Vel. Yeah, Launer. Launer is, for example, for me, would have been a good example of quiet luxury. And you guys, can I just say that I really want one now that I'm on my own journey of, quitting Chanel bags and all that stuff. I am living for Rick Owens leather. In fact, Rick Owens was my bag of the day in the last live stream. Oh, we have to do bag of the day this live. I have my bag for today as well to show you. But Launer is on my wish list. And I really like the croc embossed ones. I'm that sucker. I want the croc embossed black with gold hardware. Anyway. The next step, Vogue is telling us, the simple statement sunnies. Now, I'm all for sunglasses. However, okay, let's see what they say. So this is from Saint Laurent, Yves Saint Laurent, or just Saint Laurent, Spring Summer 23. Now, honey, Saint Laurent knows how to do a leather shoulder pad, coat, jacket. Delicious. No essential accessory collection is built without a pair of simple statement sunglasses. At Saint Laurent, Spring Summer 23, black sunnies were featured with almost every look, creating a result that was strong and subtle. They're also offering us styles from Ray-Ban, Gucci, and Celine with similar statement-making properties. So here is the Saint Laurent eyewear Sulpice. They're telling us you can get these. Then they're telling us, you know, the Wayfarer from Ray-Ban. We all know them. They have green lenses. That's why they're transparent. So this is super bizarre. Looks like they're transparent. Then they're also telling us that we could get Celine for $420. I don't find these simple. I think these are a little bit much. And we don't get to see the logo on the side and the temples because I don't know. Gucci Navigator frame sunglasses for $505. The Wayfarer were $190 and the Saint Laurent glasses were $420. Y'all, hold on. Let me stand up for a second. I'll be right back. I got to get the bag of the day. Don't go away. Thumb up the live stream. Thumb up the live stream while you're at it. Oh, why? So let me just move myself back in here. Ray-Ban Wayfarers are cooler. I had some back in the day, says D. Higibotham. Sunglasses ceiling is $100 for me. $500 is a no, says Pieces of Cara. Listen, I cannot say anything about sunglasses because I'm a collector of sunglasses. I adore them. It's my guilty pleasure amongst other guilty pleasures, but like Chanel sunglasses in particular, I love, and I'm still going to keep buying them even though I'm not buying Chanel leather anymore. So when it comes to sunglasses, honey, I have them laying around everywhere around me, like even here right now. And I'm fine with on sunglasses. Okay, this is another place where I'm like, if the temples have a logo, I'm fine. These I adore. I've been wearing these a lot lately. They're just gorgeous. I mean, I'm not going to put them on. I have too much makeup on right now. And I don't want to, you know, scratch my eye makeup. But these here, oh my gosh. Listen. Living. Thick acid. Look how thick this acetate is. Look at the girth, honey. I mean, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm not going to put them on because I don't want to stain them and I don't want my makeup to get busted. But just saying, love my Chanel sunnies, always will. I'm such a sucker. I know I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for Chanel sunglasses. But y'all, I got to have my guilty pleasure too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like cars. I don't like watches. I don't care for all that stuff. I like perfumes and sunglasses and bags. Okay, and movies and books and... Okay, I like too many things. It's like, hold on a minute. What? Anyway, I love my... Also, these are reading, but also polarized. No, they're not polarized. They also have light sun protection. Yeah, also logo, you see? Livin for these, but they have a logo. Okay. So vote now if you agree with Vogue's assessment of the situation. Vote now because the poll is about to close, and thumb up the live stream while you're at it. And let's see the results of the poll. So do you agree with Vogue's assessment of what quiet luxury is and what choices they made to represent quiet luxury in 2023? Last chance to vote. The poll is closing. Maison Mangold, girth is everything. Yes, it's not about the length. It's about the girth. So anyway, we put these back. All right. Here we go. Do we agree with Vogue? No, says 55%. Yes, 44%. Poll complete, 105 votes. Interesting. It's kind of close. I mean, we don't agree. 55% wins, but it's not that crazy of a difference between the yeses and the nos, right? Interesting. That was Vogue for you. And this is the bag of the day. Yes, I am, as Winnie B would say, I'm that hoe. I'm that hoe. But this is my bag of the day, y'all. This is my bag of the day. Pochette Accessoires, the basic biatch from the Y2K era. I just got this one a short while ago, and I just unboxed it last week. It is such a joy. Seriously, I wish I got it years ago when it was still kind of a normal price tag, but. This little beauty is made in France, which, you know, I am very particular about that. Franzman says, come on. You don't have to agree. Look, it's made in France, y'all. I don't expect you to agree with me. I just expect you to thumb up the live stream. Pieces of Cara says, oh, let's get to 300. We're at like 300 people watching. We can do 300 likes, you guys. This is amazing. We're at 260 likes. We can do only 40 likes and we're going, oh, somebody took away a like. People who have people. So always in style must, right? Pieces of Car says, love mine. I bought a brown crossbody strap off Etsy. Yeah, you could turn this one into a crossbody. Winnie B says, 3 years ago, I paid $575. Winnie B, you're a winner, baby. You got it when it was still a thing. Always in style must, says Madame Morgan. She's a cutie, says Vel. Love it, says Mrs. Van B. Christy Donati says, people in U.S. moving away from logo-heavy items because of being marketed for theft and robbery. Yes, we spoke about that in several videos of mine in the past few weeks. This is a big issue for sure. Also one of the reasons why we're moving more towards quiet luxury. Maison Mangold says, I think mine was $380 in 2010. Damn, Cha, you got a really good price for it. Trina says, yeah, the perfect little bag. 10 Seconds of My Life says, I got it for $280 back way when, and I thought it is overpriced. Yeah. Jason Lux Lover says, yes, darling, a classic that comes with good memories. Totally. Steph says, I just got that bag as well. When I saw it come in stock, I snatched it right up, also made in France. Oh, congrats, Steph. Debbie says, rats in the bunker. Rats in the bunker. Oh, who? Wait, really? Debbie, did you send me a DM? Oh, because we're losing likes? Okay. Thumb snatchers. Yeah, we got rats in the bunker. Somebody, you see, these are people who hate watch. They like to watch the live stream and then they thumb down. Like they thumb up and then thumb down just to like create a little bit of tension and friction. You don't have to watch if you don't like it, you know. But yeah. No, friends, man, it's not about that. It's about somebody thumbing up and down the live stream. Alex says, so the most broke part of Europe, of course, I used to live there. Oh, I don't know what you're talking. Are you talking to Milica about something? Harriet R says, money talks, wealth whispers is what the people with no money say just to be snobby in some way. Let people wear their logos. It's an interesting topic because I think we just have to focus on the priorities of the conversation. We're not here to judge either or. Who likes the logos, who doesn't like the logos. We're here to notice certain tendencies. And I think the tendency is very much so moving towards quiet luxury. It has nothing to do with whether or not you have money. It has to do with a sense of style. Remember a couple of weeks ago, I made a video about the Chanel price increase that was about to happen on the 1st of March or the 2nd of March. And I was reading from the Purse blog an article about the price increases and how you can notice that a price increase is about to come. And but more so than the actual article from Purse blog, I was reading the comments under that article. And do you guys remember in those comments in the forum, people were saying something really new that wasn't happening in the past years, and that people were saying, I don't feel comfortable wearing Chanel anymore. I don't feel comfortable wearing the logos out and about. Like if I'm going to wear, yes, because of theft, but also because it just feels so tone deaf. It just doesn't feel right. And for many reasons, because Chanel is like exponentially growing their prices, and their prices are just not fitting their quality anymore. The problem is the quality is lacking. The quality is missing, allegedly. And so people are just turned off by how greedy this brand is showing itself to be. And this was all in the comments section in the forums. This has never happened before. Like it's come to a point where people are not just angry, oh, there's another price increase. No, they're like, yeah, we're just done. It's just disgusting what they're doing. So a lot of people are turned off because of that as well, and are moving to other directions and other shores. Also, the lack of quality, and so is quiet luxury the alternative? And I think we're all kind of in this kind of new renaissance, like you see, like here, like this kind of, we're in the middle of this forest and all of this messiness, and nature is blooming and blossoming around us, and we're kind of starting to wake up and realize that. You see, there's no logo here. It's just nature. But I'm also that person that says I have my exceptions, and I would always also recommend to buy the classics. Now, some people do not like this bag. I'm happy for you for not liking it. I love it. And it's a moment in which the Speedy as well, the Keepall as well, the Noe bag as well, all of those bags that I have from Louis. It's like, that's where, for me, the logo is a part of a heritage. It's not something that's been plastered on just for the sake of now showing off that you can afford a logo. So it has to do with like a classicistic, no, not classicistic. That is so wrong. Classical. Sorry. Classicistic is totally wrong. I mean, classical. This has to do with a classical approach to fashion and heritage in general. And to explain this in the best of ways, I'm going to connect to what I was saying before about an hour ago. Oh my gosh. Maison Mangold, Ezra. Thank you so much. So generous.
Keep on being great, Ezra.
A girthy heart for you, darling. Pop it. Oh, wait. What is this? Oh, it's giving me a notification. Celebrate, and then it's blocked by my... Celebrate the first super chat from Maison Mangold. So, and how am I supposed to celebrate? Celebrate. Oh yeah, Papa Cherry. Yay! It's giving me notifications. Congratulations. Thank you so much for the super chat. Woo! Very generous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Remember how I was connecting this? Wait, what was I saying? Yes, I'll connect the dots. When I was talking about knowing when everything has its place and position, like toning it down, when you know, like when you're going to the fashion show and you're working behind the scenes, you're going to wear simple t-shirts, you're not going to dress up to overshadow the models on the runway and to overshadow ultimately the collection that's trying to be sold and promoted in the fashion show. There's a time and a space for everything. And I do believe that there's also a time and a space when we're like into fashion and into these logos. And there's a time and a place for this, right? But I believe there's less of a time and a place for their seasonal bags because it takes time for seasonal bag to become a classic. And if it becomes a classic, then it becomes classic. It transcends the logomania in a way, you know. So this to me is a classic. I know it's not from the 20s and the 30s like the Speedy and the Keepall. Nevertheless, it's a classic to me because it's been around long enough to acquire that status and that timeless, effortless chic. This bag is, sure, it has a Y2K vibe about it, but it transcends that as well. Just like Coco Mademoiselle, the perfume. When it was first released in the early 2000s, it was such a Y2K perfume. It was one of the first sweet chulis. It started the sweet patchouli trend. And it was so dated after like 10 years, you know, it felt, but now because it's withstood the test of time, because they kept making it and selling it and promoting it. Now it's transcended time. And now Coco Mademoiselle is a classic fragrance. It just is. And for whoever discovers that perfume today, they're not going to have a mental connection and memory to the Y2K era with that perfume. That perfume to them, to the person who discovers that perfume today, that perfume is going to smell to them of today. That's what's a classic. Now, one of the reasons why the timeless classic, they wish to call it at Chanel with the double C logo, why I have difficulties with that one is because there's a better version of it. And that will be the 255. The 255 is a double flap bag, just like the timeless classic, but it's Coco's OG version of the timeless classic. It's the 255 bag. So, of course, I would always go for the 255 over the timeless classic, just because there's more heritage in it. There's more history in it. While the timeless classic turns the 255 into a logomania moment, which is why I definitely would say for quiet luxury, I would take it back I would rein it back to the 255. I think the 255 bag from Chanel is the epitome of what Chanel has to offer in terms of quiet luxury. Of all of their bags, that's the one that I would say that's a quiet luxury Chanel bag. All the other ones are very logo heavy, very logo driven. But that one knows its place, knows its space, and is a very respectable bag without screaming in your face. You know, oh my gosh, we're almost at 300. Let's thumb up the live stream, y'all. This was my bag of the day. And stay tuned for next week's bag of the day, because every week every live stream, I'm going to show a bag of the day, a different one, because the collection, honey. That's what you get when you've been a hoarder for most of your life. For most of your adult vampire life. I gotta say though, you know, I have a video coming out on how to take care of the vaqueta leather on these pieces. So I just filmed it in the pre-show. My tier 2 members and patrons got to see me filming live the how to take care of the vaqueta leather. So that video will be posted soon to my channel as well. But tier 2 members and patrons get access before anybody else does to those videos. Also, I got to say this, right? Like the older you get and the more, you know, when you're just starting off with your fashion collection and love of these objects, you want to buy so many things. You're just so excited for all of it. But then you start accumulating your collection. You start having a lot of these pieces. And then at a certain point, you get to a point where you're surrounded by all this stuff and you're just like, oh my God, it's suffocating me. And it's a burden because you're scared somebody's going to break in and steal it. Is the house going to burn down? And it's all going to, the more you have and the less free you are. Bear that in mind. And speaking of the more you have and the more opulence and luxury, this entire live stream is dedicated to this conversation around luxury and opulence and what is too much. Well, there's this, apparently this extra luxury tax that might be coming our way. So I was reading this article, let me just find it quickly, about luxury tax. If I can find it, I'm going to read it. There it is. It is from MSN.com. What else to tax if not luxury goods? And this is an interesting conversation that Anwar, Prime Minister, asks critics from Kuala Lumpur. March 9th, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim has defended his decision to propose a tax on luxury goods in the 2023 budget by pointedly asking critics where else the government should look to generate revenue. Because the government... So Anwar said some lawmakers appear to be criticizing the proposal just for the sake of doing so. I didn't hear any, allegedly he said, quote, I didn't hear any of the MPs ask for stern action be taken against those who are ultra rich. They just know how to ridicule us. Some MPs commented, why tax luxury goods if we don't tax the poor, don't want the capital gains tax for the rich, don't want to tax flour, wheat, and rice, don't want to tax luxury bags and diamonds, then where do we collect tax? And then he says, so I suggested to tax luxury goods. Even that is disagreeable. I don't know where they want to collect taxes and revenue if they become government, Anwar told Parliament today during his winding up speech for Budget 2023. So Kuala Lumpur, but I'm saying this can be something that can become a tendency in other countries as well, in the United States, in certain European countries, in Australia. I mean, what do you guys think about this? Now, there's already a luxury tax on luxury goods. This is also one of the reasons why importing luxury goods into your country costs a pretty penny. There's a heavy There's heavy customs that are charged on luxury goods, importing luxury goods, depending on what they are, if they're alcohol, perfume, leather, and so on and so forth, fur. But within a country, to decide to tax further and higher luxury goods, what does that mean for the consumer? Well, we might be ending up, you thought that a Chanel bag at $10,000 was a lot? Wait till they come up with an extra added luxury tax. That Chanel bag might just end up costing you overnight $16,000 instead of $10,000, because Chanel sure as hell ain't going to want to pay that extra tax. They're going to charge it, that's right, to you, the consumer. So if governments are getting this brilliant idea to not tax the rich more, but to tax luxury goods more, where do we stand? And most importantly, here's another poll I want to ask you guys. Do we agree with this? The poll is, do we think... Okay, let's write it like this. In this economic climate, do we agree to raise the luxury tax? Let me see. Is that too much text? Maybe it is. Winnie B says, I bought a pre-loved Lady Dior that came from Dubai. It cost an additional $105 in taxes before they could deliver it. No, those were not taxes. Those were customs. Those were customs, which are also super high. But taxes within the country, different story, Winnie. I'm talking about you going to Louis in your hometown, and Louis just says, sorry, from today the bags cost $4,000 more because there was a luxury tax hit on all the goods. So do we agree to raise luxury taxes? To raise the luxury tax. Not luxury tax. Luxury. To raise the luxury tax. Okay. So hold on. Okay, this is the poll, you guys. It's posted. Vote now. The polls are open. Do we agree to raise the luxury tax? The polls are open. For whatever reason. You know, for whatever reason. You don't have to state the reason why. Just say if you're for it or not for it. You know, if those taxes were then to help subsidize, I don't know, rebuilding the streets, schools, if it goes into education, into culture, into the arts, if it goes into subsidizing museums, gallery spaces, parks for people to go to, more green spaces, you know, if those taxes would go into purchasing land, like if the city can purchase back some land that was privately owned and then keep that land for the people so that nobody can build private houses and blah, blah, blah. Food banks, exactly, Debbie. If those luxury taxes, if those extra luxury taxes can be also invested in food banks. Franzman says, no, they don't use it for that. Well, what do they use taxes for? Pieces of Caro says they use it for wars. Partially, yes, but also no. Usually the money for wars is all spent from all of the warfare, all of the weapons that they sell to other countries. Those are, you know, sales of weapons is the biggest commerce. It's the most profitable one that makes a ton of money. Selling weapons makes a lot of money. So yeah, taxes go into it as well, but most of the money goes from selling weapons and then it comes back in and then you reinvest it into warfare. Frozen Luxury says, this is America, it's going to war. We don't know, says Franzman. Jason says want. The laws can be changed. You know, if you say, you could say, okay, well, let's, you know, we the people vote. And do we, you know, like, let's say, yeah, we agree to raise luxury taxes, but we have to decide where that money goes. And if we say we want that money to go to food banks or to schools, would we then still agree to raise luxury taxes, or would we still be against it? But anyway, in any case, for whatever reason, let's end the poll and let's see what the results are. Do we agree to raise the luxury tax? No, 63%. Yes, 36%. Poll complete with 80 votes. Ms. O'Mongol says, I'd be willing to vote yes if they can provide proof that it was donated to the cause we chose every tax season. I agree with you. That's how I would do it as well. Like, no beating around the bush, no empty promises as politicians love to do. Like, we get to choose. We have a referendum, a vote. Like, here are the options that we have. Like, you could give it to warfare. You could give it to schools, to charity. You could give it to food banks. You could give it to the Red Cross. You could give it to subsidizing research for AIDS, for cancer, and for education, for art. And you tick it off, and whoever has the most votes that season, that tax season, wins. And all those taxes go to that cause. Bam. If they would let us choose that way, I would be all for it. I would be all for it for raising the luxury tax then. Yeah. Nettie says, I believe in paying tax. Yeah, if the system works correctly, paying taxes makes sense. If that money really goes into making your life better, to making your streets safer, to making your schools better, you know, to equip them with the right tools that the kids need to learn. If you subsidize culture and art, then, if you subsidize a health system so that people also can actually have health care, then it makes sense. Then taxes make sense. Then taxes make a lot of sense. Definitely, Nettie. Tax well spent makes society safer and happier. Blue Marine says, France, one of the more taxed countries. Madame Morgan says, I agree with you 100%. SB? I don't know who SB is. Abbreviation. Eric Bohm says, comparisons between US and Europe don't work. Taxes, welfare, living costs, and income is completely different. Yeah, but I think you've phrased it wrongly, because we're all human and the comparison is on a human level. And so all humans need the same. We all need to have a roof above our heads. We need to stay warm at night. We need to be able to afford food, shelter, water, clean drinking water, and we need to afford healthcare. This is the premise. This is the base on which we built a society. Okay? So we can compare European countries and the US. We can, because people in the US, just as people on the European continent, need the same things. The systems are built differently, and it's easier to obtain certain things in some countries more than in others. But we can compare the systems because we all need the same things, you guys. So why can't one system learn from the other? If one system in one country is functioning better for the people, then who's to say that we cannot implement that system in our country as well? We can if we want to. You see, this is why we should compare the systems in different countries and take the better one, implement that in our system, and grow from there. That's how it's done. The reason we're not doing it is because politicians are blocking it off because they're all corrupt. Coincidentally, by the way, guess what Meta did to me? Yeah, Zuckerberg, Mr. Zuckerberg from Instagram and Facebook. I was promoting Art Lovers Unite, my movie with Vivienne Westwood, through Instagram and Facebook. I was paying Meta to promote the ticket sales of my movie in the cinemas where it was premiering, right? Guess what Instagram did? Meta blocked my ad that I was paying for and defined it not advertiser friendly for political scopes. They did not allow me to advertise Art Lovers Unite. They deemed it to go against their policy to protect politics and politicians. Why? Because in that ad campaign, there's a photo of Vivienne Westwood and me next to Vivienne Westwood. I am wearing a Vivienne Westwood sweater, a vest, a knitted vest that she made. That vest states on it, there's a slogan on the vest that Vivienne Westwood made that says, "Politicians are criminals." Because of that vest, Meta, Zuckerberg, blocked my ad campaign and did not allow me to promote my movie. Because I was wearing a sweater that said politicians are criminals. So this is the world we live in, okay? And this is why I'm saying we have to compare systems from different countries to learn from others' mistakes, but also to learn from what others do better than we do. This is how you grow. Because no matter how we are brainwashed to believe that there are countries, honey, we come from one planet, and that's planet Earth. We were all born on this planet, and most luckily, we will also kick the bucket on this planet. The Earth gave us life, and it's going to take it, and it's going to take us right back when it's done. So this whole concept of isolating us, separating us, creating borders, that is literally a construction made in order to earn money, to make a few people rich, and the rest of us poverty. That's what it is. Okay. And this is why I'm saying borders are in your mind. They don't really exist. Planet Earth, Mother Nature does not care about borders. When a hurricane hits, when a tsunami hits, it's game over, baby. No matter how many billions you invested in that wall, a tide is just going to wash it over like it were paper mache, honey. Paper mache. So, there are no borders, okay? And we have to learn from each other because we are social creatures. We are social beings. We can only thrive and grow if we unite. That's how literally how our bodies were made. Did you know that there are scientific studies out there that state that a human being lives a longer and healthier life the more they interact with their environment, with other fellow human beings? What does this mean? This means that scientists have found out that if a human being has a lot of friends, and the more friends they have, and the longer they have social interaction, the healthier, happier, and longer they will live. The people that get isolated, the lonely ones, the ones that are just alone, have nobody, they die sooner. Because social interaction also develops all the synapsi in our brain. It develops literally brain cells. More and more synapses and connections just start functioning the more you interact with other human beings. It is vital for our preservation to communicate, to unite with other fellow human beings. The second we start to separate from each other, that's the end. We're done. It over. Game over, baby. Game over. So don't listen to politicians that keep repeating to you, we need the border. We need to separate. They just want to separate because they want to conquer. If they can isolate you, they can control you. Period. It's that simple. And look how simple it was. And I did not need to mention even once Republicans or Democrats. No need. And this is why I say they're all the same. I know people come from me and say they're not the same. Ones are fighting more for the freedom. Bottom line, divide and conquer, honey. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. One love. One love. That's right. That's that. That's that. It's that simple. You know? But Debbie, you're happy being a loner, but you're not a loner. I mean, you are obvious, but we're interacting. We're having social This, what we're having right now, is a social interaction. That's why I say social media is a blessing and a curse. If social media is used in a wrong way, it can be terrible, very detrimental to humans' health. Okay? It can be very detrimental to our health, to our mental state, if social media is used in a wrong way. But if it's used in a right way, it can connect. What were the chances? If we didn't have YouTube now, chances are none of us would have ever met. But thanks to YouTube, we're sitting here together in this community, interacting with each other. We are bonding. This is social interaction. This is what makes our brains grow, thrive, and live. This is the type of thing that actually makes us happier. This is the type of conversation that makes us live longer because we are interacting socially with each other. And guess what? Thanks to YouTube, we also have no borders. We didn't have to pull out our passport. Whoever is watching from China now, whoever is watching from Australia, for whoever is watching from Europe, for whoever is watching from America, for whoever is watching from wherever there's YouTube, you just had to turn on. No need for a passport. No need to fly from one country to the next to get a visa. We literally have no borders here. Literally have no borders. So we got a chance to unite, to connect, and to thrive. That's what human beings were brought to this earth to do, bottom line. So that's why I say, social media is a blessing in many ways, if you know how to use it right. And if you use it for the right reasons, because there's also malicious people out there. I'm not saying every human being is good. Oh, Melissa, thank you so much. Thank you, sweetie, for the super chat.
Super chat from Melissa.
Thank you, sweetie. Papa Cherry. Yes, queen. So anyway, yeah. Paul yes says, I have 1 or 2 friends in my area. Without social media, I'd be dead. Trust me, loneliness kills you. Exactly. Exactly. Fabiola Trope says, new t-shirt idea. Deco makes you live longer. Oh, sweetie, it's so kind of you. Yeah, the day cult. Melissa just super chatted. Thank you, sweetie. Yes, this is a place of like-minded people, says Debs. Exactly. President of the world, says Paul. Yes, Deco, president of the world. Love it. Loves that. Deco provides the safe space, says Jason. Thank you so much, sweetie. Oh, Nans. Oh, thank you for the donation, sweetie. Papa Cherry. Yes, queen. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I would not be here if it was not, says Debs. Paulia says, Gloria Athenos, you're gorgeous. 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 Andy says, neither would I. Jason Luxlover says, the cult forever. Winnie B says, I hate being lonely. We need people of like mind and interests. We totally do. And it doesn't matter if we're niche, we're all kind of cuckoo. We like weird stuff. We like bags and perfumes and these things, we like to collect this stuff. But so what? That's a conversation starter. That's how we start. Oh, thank you so much, SLID.
Slide 16D3F84C31F6340D. Donate $25.
Thank you, sweetie. Papa Cherry. Papa Cherry. There you go. Papa Cherry. And who else? Who else? There's more, right? Coming up. There's more super chats coming up. But they're going to pop up. As they pop up here, I'm going to acknowledge them. D. Higginbotham. There you go. D. Higginbotham. Thank you for the safe space. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. Big heart.
Thank you for the safe space. Cœur.
Oh my God, Bubbles. Ricardo, thank you so much, my love.
279.90 super chat from Ricardo Gaspar.
There you go. Thank you so much, guys. Too kind. Thank you. And I was about to say, and we have all of these like little quirky things that we love, right? But then we meet because we have common interests, okay? Like common things we like to talk about and collect. But then we transcend that. And meeting together and talking together is a cathartic process. Look at us. We started off talking about the Kardashians and how they're not invited to the Met Gala maybe this year, okay? And look where we are now. 2.5 or 3 hours in, look where we are now. Talking about the essential core values of human beings. That's the magic. That's what I'm talking about. You meet at the surface. And then if you like each other, you dig deeper. You dig deeper. We start shallow and we go deep, honey. That's right, Debs. That's right. And we love scary movies and Halloween too. You best believe. Hold on. And we love Baby Yoda. Wait, let me see. Oh, Baby Yoda. Oh my gosh. Do you want to give us a cha? Are you going to give us a cha? How many times are they have to ask you for cha until you give us cha? Yeah? Are you shy? Yeah, look at look, that's the chat. They're all watching you. Oh, yeah. Oh, you like the environment? Oh, are you on your home planet? Yeah, okay. Yeah? You liking it? It cute? Oh, you're shook. You're shook. Oh, you're happy? You want to tell us something? What do you got to say? You're happy. But listen, do you want to give us a little cha? You want to give us a little cha? Oh, no. No? Okay. Yeah, it's cute here. Want to give us a cha? He's not in the mood. Come on, give us a cha, Baby Yoda. You want a cookie? Well, look, I can give you a cookie later or one of your little froglets, but you got to give us a cha. Okay. Cha! There you go. Baby Yoda gave us a cha. And hit it. AI cha. Bubbles, give us your version of cha.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Love this moment.
Ciao, ciao,
Linabina 82 on Ayota $10. Love this live stream.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. Thumb up the live stream while you're at it, guys. Thumb it up and let YouTube know we're doing something right here. And we popped a cherry. Thank you so much. Hit it, cha 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 cha.
ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
Fabulosity. 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 Ah, this was such a vibe, you guys. YouTube wants us to stop, as always. How many thumbs up we got? So let me see. And where are we at right now? What are we doing right now? Where are we going right now? Oh my gosh, we're almost at 300 likes. We only need 2 more thumbs up. You guys. Somebody took a thumb away. 3 thumbs up. We're almost at 300 likes. Ah, there you go. We're at 300 likes. We're living, Ferret. Hit it.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
Baby Yoda. What you want, girl? What you want? What you want? Also, what was the other one? We'll go.
Would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, 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 would go.
Baby Yoda. You're more like a burpee Yoda. We're dying, Ferret.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
You best believe. And also, it would not be the Fashion Bunker without the mods. So thank you to the mods. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the Fashion Bunker. Thanks to Debbie, Jesus, Audrey, vacation, Nicole and gifts, Bubbles loves you.
And we're going to have to change this song, obviously, because Gloria Retinos is now also a mod. So we're going to have to change the Bubbles song next week. Hopefully, we're going to manage to have an updated version, Gloria. And let me just scroll up quickly because Winnie B said, Jacob, will you collab with me when we can find best UO? Wait, what does UO stand for? Trashed Kellys? Oh my God, Winnie. We should make a whole like Netflix TV show. Winnie B and Jacob, The Simple Life, hunting the Kelly, hunting the bashed Kelly. Like many episodes, us traveling around the globe looking for the perfectly bashed Kelly. Would love to. Would be amazing. And yes, says Winnie B. Could you imagine? We need the funding. We need the funding. Who's going to fund us? The luxury tax. The luxury tax is what's going to fund us. That's a good idea, right? Caleb says, that would be such a vibe, right, Caleb? Caleb, it would be amazing. It would be so funny. Oh, I would love that. Yeah. So, you know, maybe then finally we could get rid of the FOMO. You know, FOMO, fear of missing out. Speaking of FOMO, when we were reviewing the Chanel fashion show on the last live stream, I played like one of those rare songs of mine that DJ Timmy did. And maybe you didn't get a chance to hear the FOMO song properly. Because I was reviewing the fashion show while the song was playing. So I was thinking to myself, oh no, we can't do it. It's not there. Oh well, maybe next time. Because I was thinking to myself to play the song once more, but it's not possible now. Well, something to look forward to. We could all dress up and dance to the FOMO song. Right now it's not here. Bubbles is not allowing it. It's happening, says Winnie B. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, the FOMO for the FOMO song. I love the Hermes song, says Sunset. Yes, there's also the Bag Cult song. That's the Hermes song, yeah. But, oh, goodbye, friends, man. Well, this has been our live stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you can thumb it up and allow YouTube to, you know, show us to more people. And I hope to see you all next week for our next live stream. I'm looking forward to the Oscars this Sunday. I mean, I would love to live stream during the Oscars, but we don't have the rights to stream the Oscars. Otherwise, could you imagine me sitting here and hear like the little screen with the Oscars and we're just like commenting the whole thing, just like the Johnny Depp trial? Would be amazing, but we don't have the rights. But yeah, so hopefully we get to live stream again somewhere mid next week, like maybe Wednesday. Winnie B says, bye dolls, pray no slaps at Oscars. Watch it together on Discord, says Nettie. It's not so easy because we can't all do it. You know, on Discord is just for members and patrons, so it's not open to everybody. So there's that. But also, I wouldn't know how to build it all up in just one day, you know? I've never done that on Discord before. So, thank you so much, Tessa, Kaiji. Thank you. Always enjoy being here. Thank you so much, Melissa, Jason Lux Lover, D. Higginbotham, Brittany Heavenly 7, Blue Marine, Cecilia Brown, Corey K, Madam Morgan, Winnie B, Debbie, Jizzes, Kev, Franzman, Madam Morgan, Ellen, Tisha, Monarch, Gloria Retinos, and Debbie, Tisha again, Julie Scott. I'm out running around today, but at least I want to say hi. Hi, Julie Scott, Steph, Tiny Dirt Potato, Trina, Vibina, M, and everybody else. 'Twas a pleasure bonding with y'all. 'Twas a pleasure to have this cathartic process together in the Descartes bunker. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Bye.